All right. We are live. What is up, everybody? Big Blue, I see you late. Are you feeling okay? I'm feeling okay. I'll tell you why I was late in a minute. Donut Cop, what's going on, man? Black Knight, hello. Bear Games, hi. Yep, I just replied to you on Diablo. Diablo. I just replied to you on Discord. Been a long time since I could catch a stream. See, dropping off a like. We'll be back in an hour. All right, Hyena. Oh, I knew there would be a story. No, not much of a story. Just same old, nothing new. Diablo controls Discord. Hey, they both start with D. All right, let's switch over to the live scene and let me reset the stream labels. All right, there we go. Super Vega Man, what's up? Thanos is half health. Super Vega Man. I just went in, timed out twice, and messed up at the last one. Let's see. Also, have you done the Mojo Arena? Yes, I've done. Let's see. Show you what I've done. Wait a minute. What? That's what I've done so far. But you're talking about the objectives. That one, as you can see, I am not too far into it, but I will. I was going for the champion last time, so I don't like... Let me pop this one up. Yeah, there we go. I don't like to divide my attention too much. Hey, thank you, Super. I kind of messed up, but it was Thanos wasn't free early enough for me to really get too many in anyway. So you listen to you while at the gym. All right. You better work. Work it, donut. Do your thing. Okay. I'm going for that Deadpool profile pic. See, getting the Alliance in top shape, we will get back to where we belong. I got faith in you, man. That's why I'm still here. Only because I got faith in you. If not for that, I would have been gone a long time ago. All right, let's get started. I'm actually, as you can see, pretty late. Normally by this time, I would already be at 12 point something, probably over 13 million in this arena. The basic arena would be done, and we'd be working on the featured right now, but I took it easy yesterday. I just could not stay awake. And I'll tell you that story in a minute. I got the Deadpool profile pic on my... Oh, wait. The Deadpool pic on my profile now. See, Nemo is here. Have no fear. What's up, Zolo? Mr. MJ, what's up? Hello. You cracked your spare phone. Oh. That ain't good. Uh-oh, we got Jam. Oh, Jam. Teddy Jam for me, yeah. What's up, Jam? Lost my arena streak, 30 fights in. Just got careless. Ouch, David. But otherwise, what's up? How you doing? All right, let me get started. I'm not too... Uh-oh. Why did that feel like that? I'm not too worried about getting too far ahead quickly or anything like that, because who knows, I may even skip tonight arena grind. Probably won't, but I might. And then just get stuff done tomorrow. Like I said, I'm taking a very relaxed approach to this right here. After that grind, gotta take some time. All right. Oh, even better, I dropped my phone in the toilet. Ooh, ouch. Now I gotta log in and out of my main phone for both accounts. Ooh-wee. All right, so check this out. So you guys already know, after that grind, I'm ready to relax and maybe catch up on my sleep. Even though you can't really catch up, but you know what I mean. And I'm watching anime with my sister. We played a little bit of the game, but I just could not keep my eyes open. Hadn't gotten a lot of sleep. So, you know, eventually, you know, I'm like, okay, let me just rest my eyes here, try and get a second wind, you know, take a little nap, and then maybe I can get going. I was also supposed to make a video for today, you know, the crystal opening video. And so I'm just like, all right, my guys will be off cooldown pretty early. And so I'm not, you know, having to deal with it really late, but that's not how it went. And I ended up just so tired. So I did pass out on the couch while we were trying to watch something, and my sister's like, just go to bed. I'm like, nah, I just need a little bit of time. I can do this. And that's when my stepsister starts sending me messages asking about my availability for today. This is last night. This is my life with all of the women in my family. All of them. They are very much last minute. Now, my stepsister was having a similar problem that me and Sis had with the car. It did not pass emissions. So she got an extension, of course, brought it over to the same guy that fixed ours. And apparently, because it was raining and all of this, he wasn't able to really work on the car. He does it from home. So he doesn't actually have a garage or anything to take it into so he could work on it. And so she was thinking that she would have it back yesterday. But because of that, she wasn't going to have it back. She also had an appointment at 9 this morning. Now, I'm usually up, awake, long before that. But I have things that I got to do. You know, one of them, eating breakfast. I try not to skip breakfast. I used to skip breakfast. I don't do that anymore. At least not regularly. And I'm looking to maybe sleep in a little bit late, you know, after that grind. And so I'm telling her, I'm like, is it at 9? I said, or are you talking about leaving at 9? I said, because I can come get you after I have breakfast and we can go. But if it's 9 o'clock, that means that I would have to leave my house a little bit after 8 to be there to get her, who is often late, so that we can leave at 8:30 and make it there at 9, because it's about 30 minutes away. And she was like, nope, it's at 9. I was like, can you reschedule? Now, this is something that my sister has repeatedly told her. Do not make appointments for that early in the morning, because she herself has a problem getting to it. She has to put her kids on the school bus. That is an unreliable thing. And sometimes they miss each other. And then she's got to find a way to get them to school if she doesn't have her car. So what happened this morning, I told her I can't do that. I am going to be way too tired. And she was like, okay, I'll find another way around it, which I already knew what she was going to have to do. She just didn't want to do it. Take Uber or Lyft and get her done. But get this. She's out there waiting late for the bus. And she's like, something told me to call them. I know what the something is. This has happened before. That's what the something is. And she said she called them. And apparently they came a little bit earlier than normal, like 5 minutes or something like that. And of course, she's used to them coming a little bit later, so they didn't even go out and start looking. Now, there was some other stuff that I'm not clear on because they know he needs to go to school. And they will sometimes, page her because they have her number. But I don't think the same person was driving the bus this morning. And there's a story that she hasn't finished telling me about that. So anyway, now she's got her son to go to school. She takes Lyft and drops him off and then goes on to her appointment. And her appointment, she was hooked up to an EKG monitor. She looked like she had been in a bad car accident, head wrapped up and everything, wires and all that. And today was when she was gonna take that, get all that stuff taken off. So it wasn't something that they could just reschedule. So she went there, and now she still hasn't said anything to me because that's how they do. Not planned in advance or, anything like that. Now, the thing with the car, I can understand that because what she'll do is she'll try to find another way and she'll check with me really as a last resort. And she didn't know until yesterday that she wouldn't have her car. And so she sends me a message. Now, at this time, I'm a little bit awake. I haven't eaten my breakfast yet. And I'm like, okay, just sitting down to eat my breakfast. She sends a message. And she's like, can you pick me up? Or are you going to be too busy? And I'm like, well, that depends on when you're ready. And I reminded her again that I have to stream and that I would actually like to eat a little something before the stream. And I had other places that I wanted to go today. And she was like, well, it's not going to take long. They just have to take this off. And, I'm like, okay, well then, yeah, I can. Just, give me a message. And she was actually ready before I had the final bite of my breakfast. Then she sent me a message saying that she was done, waiting in the lobby. I was going to run, go get her, get stuff done, and just come on back. But my sister likes to come out when I go out sometimes. I didn't know if she was awake or not. And I wanted to hurry. So I usually, I'm like, she's going to take a while to get ready. But I told my mom, and my mom was asking me, let me know when you leave. And then when I told her, she goes, and is your sister going with you? my mom and my grandmother always checked, because from when my sister was young, I was always wanting to do stuff by myself or with my friends, and it was always my mom and my grandma that would make sure that I included her in whatever I was doing. So I was like, no, I don't even know if she's awake, but I'll check, because I already know what was going to happen. I already know my mom would come right on down the stairs and go into her room and check, hey, Kendall's leaving. Do you want to go with him? So ended up checking with her. Yep, she was awake and wanted to go, so we had to wait. And we left. Went down there without too much trouble, no real traffic or anything. Picked her up. Came on back, and it's getting a little late. It's about 10:30 now. Not too bad. I take her home. Then I go to a couple of stores that I needed to go to pick up some things. My sister found some sparkling water that she uses that has no sugar. It's naturally carbonated, and it tastes pretty good. At least the flavor black raspberry I tried. Ice, I think it's called, the brand. And so I wanted to pick up a few of those. And another store, just some other food items and things like that. So by the time I got home, it was almost time for me to eat. So I had my mom had made some fried rice. She tries to keep busy, and she knows if she doesn't make something to eat, I will either forget or I'll probably eat something not so healthy for me. And I was eating, playing, and watching some anime myself, and really lost track of time because it was a bit later than I had thought when we finally got back. Because my plan, of course, was to take a nap before the stream, and I would have had plenty of time, 9 in the morning, maybe around 9:30. I would have just took a little nap, but no rest for me. But anyway, that's why I was just a little late. I wasn't that late, but my 5 stars were not all off cooldown. So I said, you know what? I'll give it a little bit of extra time so that I don't catch up to them too quickly. Boy, let's see. What's good? How's life? Scorpio. Yeah, I was telling that story, but I saw you come in. What's up, man? And you just heard the story of how things are going. Same old, same old. Yeah, I didn't do too well with sleep this week. Yeah, Big Blue. I went not full all out because I did miss some rounds, but trying to catch up. I had to set alarms, and I was waking up, and I think I'm not going to do that again. Because what I do that really messes me up is those 6 stars. Like if I'm going for a champion and I hurry up and I get the 6 stars on cooldown, like say 30 minutes after the arena started, then I'm gonna set an alarm so that I wake up at 1:30 in the morning, but my 5 stars aren't ready. So I wake up at 1:30 in the morning, get the 6 stars done, Then, if I can get back to sleep, I go back to sleep. Sometimes I can't get back to sleep until it's almost time for the 5 stars to come off cooldown, and then I fall asleep and wake up late and miss a lot of them. So what I'm gonna start doing the next time I go for a champion, I'm just not gonna worry about it. Not trying to get them on cooldown early like that, because that only messes me up. Or if I do it, just don't try to wake up early, get them on cooldown, go back to sleep, only to wake up again to get my 5 stars on cooldown. That's why I got 2, though. Oh, for your phone. Yep. Yeah, AirPlay is on top. And it's caught up. But I see that the stream is a bit behind. But yeah, Air Server is showing. Let me see. Yeah, Air Server and Streamlabs is showing it just fine. So it might be, this time it might actually be YouTube. But yeah, I've got Air Server on top. It's up to date. And so Streamlabs OBS is up to date as well. See, my goodness, those music scores they use in Chernobyl. Hold on. Yeah, buddy. So well done, amazing show, and the portrayal is just wow. What's up, Reaper Dragon? How you doing? Sounds like you're doing well. Yo, good afternoon. TGIF to you as well, Anthony. You came just in time, I think. I don't think I played Thor yet. There we go. Bear Games, all right, you're back. I see you. Naturally carbonated, is that a thing? Yeah. Although I can't tell you if this was actually it. I said it, but oh, whoops, forgot to count. I said it, but I haven't actually looked to see if they did that. But I have had beverages that were naturally carbonated. Or so they claimed. See, nothing much. Addicted to MCLC as usual. I like it a lot. I wouldn't say I'm addicted to it, though. I know me and my mom have had that discussion before. Any game that I play a lot, she's like, you're addicted to it. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm addicted to it until I get tired of it. And then I move on. And unlike other people that will leave, come back, I usually do not come back. She was saying that about World of Warcraft. And I played World of Warcraft for 7 years. 7 years, every day. Hours and hours. Towards the end, I would do mostly raiding. But yeah. Morning, grinding out for Gambit. What is up, man? Epignosis? Did I say that right? Or epignosis? E, long sound, or short E? But what is up? And no, I am not going for Gambit. Ooh, wasn't paying attention and he hit me. Have all materials to take Dr. Doom to rank 5, open 12. Featured, now only pulled Man-Thing as a new champ. Ouch. Short E? Okay. So like an epic. Epignosis. Gotcha. So what's up, man? How goes it? Ooh, she came right on in there. Computer has perfect timing, but so do I. Haha. Okay, not that time. Whew, anything to keep away from me, eh? Not gonna help you none, though, girl. Caught you. Huh. And it's lights out. It going good. You're helping me get through the work grind. Ooh, all right. I like it when I can help. I like it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air. You a true player. Kept my hands firmly down, let me tell you. Ain't nobody playing over here. All right. Whew. All right, so are you awake? Yup, you are awake. So we are not messing with no Nick Fury, who is awakened. We'll stay our butts right on up here. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, man. After that grind, boy, I was tempted to do a short stream today. And I have a feeling after the stream, I might just collapse. Just pass right on out. And the thing is, I'm not really sleepy. Just tired. If that makes any sense. And if I do lay down for a while, oh, I know I'll be able to take a nice little nap. Did you guys know that you never outgrow the need for naps? So when you're young, they try to get you to take a nap, right? Sometime in the middle of the day. Then you get older, you start working crazy hours, and you stop taking those naps. The thing is, you never stop needing them. And then when you get older, and you've seen older folks and they start taking naps, and then you're like, oh yeah, that naps is a, you know, either a really, really young person thing or a really old person thing. But you always benefit from those naps. It's just that we don't do it. And I've only started trying to take naps because I did not nap. What would happen to me if I tried to nap, like if I went to sleep right now and did not set my alarm, see, that's what I have to do. I will sleep for hours. No nap, just hours. And then I'll wake up and then I'll be up all night. I'll just mess myself up that way. So when I want to take a nap, I'll say, okay, I'll try to get to sleep right now. I'll set my alarm for 1 hour from now and then go from there. That's the only way. Otherwise, I will sleep. No nap. Unless something else wakes me up. But yeah, you always need a nap. You would actually do much better at work if they allowed you to take a quick little, 30-minute nap, something like that. You do much better. Now, at my old job, they didn't mind if you did that. You just had to clock out for it. That's all. It was a interesting way that they did it. We were hourly workers, but we got full-time benefits. So we, clocked in, we clocked out if we were doing something that's going to take a while, that's not company, work related. And we were non-exempt, which meant that if we worked over 40 hours, we got paid overtime. And they gave us some paid time off. We didn't get vacation time. It was paid time off. And you could use that however you liked. One caveat, say I felt bad and I didn't go in one day. I have an option. Because at the end of the pay period, the 2-week pay period, they will count up how many hours I'm short. And they will take from your paid time off. Which can be cool. And if you don't have any paid time off left, you start getting black marks. And that's not good. But I tried to explain that to somebody one time. I was like, I don't get vacation or sick days or anything like that. It's paid time off. And if you're short, and what they would do is if you're short more than like 2 hours, then they would take your paid time off and you would get, paid for it. And they used to take it 8 hours at a time, but they changed it to 4. So if I turned in 37 hours, then I would still get paid for 41, but I wouldn't get paid overtime for that. Even though it was 41 hours, it wouldn't be overtime. 41 hours. And you could actually make up, because they were open 24/7, so you could make up that time after hours or come in on a Sunday and make up the time if you didn't want to use your paid time off. One thing that they told you right there in the rules don't do, because people, they do stuff. They try to get over. But here's something that you could do. You could say work, because remember, it's after 2 weeks. So say week 1, I only worked 30 hours. And then on the second week, I wanted to make up that 10 hours. So I put in 50 hours that week. But because I'm non-exempt, they have to pay me overtime for those 10 hours over 40. And that's not fair to them. They're getting the same amount of time out of me, but they're having to pay more for it. So unless you got permission, you were not to do that. Because people abused it. Whew, she was a little feisty. AKA Alan, what's up? The Lord have mercy on my soul. What happened, man? DVD, hello. What's up? Shadow started the long process of doing Act 5. Chapter 1, 100%. Finished early with monthly EQ. I knew he was going to do that. Come on, block again, bro. There we go. Okay. That could have been a little sticky. I got done with most of the event quest as well. I finished up Master, Heroic, and Uncollected 100%. Normal is completed. And I'm completing Beginner, mainly for those insider points. So I always do that. And when I get done, if I have any time left and I don't have anything else, I'll start going through Normal again and fully explore it if I don't have anything else to spend my energy on. And I get a T1 Alpha, so not horrible. Oh, and thank you. Yeah, that long shot. I haven't touched him yet. He's still level 1, rank 1. But I now have even arena teams. Did you see, all of you guys, did you see my crystal opening video that I posted up this morning? The Shattered Hearts crystals? I was happy with that opening. Those 2 legendary Shattered Heart crystals, those were good. I think I misspoke though. Were those guaranteed 5 stars? Just a limited pool 5 stars? Or was there a chance to get a, 4-star out of those or a 3-star? Because I didn't really read it too well. But I did end up getting 2 5 stars out of them. I think it was just limited pool, but in the video, I think at that time I was thinking that it was rare 4-star with a chance at a 5. Okay, good. So I was right then. It was a 4-star with a chance at a 5-star. So yeah, I made out like a bandit. So I was right to be really happy about getting those guys. All right. Let's get you and you and you. So I'll finish out my 5 stars in this arena, but this will be the last time this round I use my 5 stars in this arena. Unless I see that it's really low, my score is low, then I might do something else. But we should be done with the 5-star featured arena. Just run my 6 stars maybe 4 more times. And I get 1.6 million each round. So for close to 5 million more points just from my 6 stars at this time. I don't have to even finish my 5 stars out. I should be just fine. I could jump over to the 4-star featured. But honestly, I have all day. I can run it tonight and tomorrow since I'm not trying to get anybody. I'm just going for the milestones. I should be fine. See, I just got uncollected myself last month, but need some better champs to rank up, so figured I would start farming the Act 5 rewards, and that's what you do. That's what I did. Still do it. Hello, sweet Domino. I love that she's up there like that. Now, I do have to get that Masakri up just because I'm going to be using them. And see, Domino's 5, Red Hulk is 4, and Masakri is 2. That's bad. And see, I don't even know if I want to do that. Can I do that? That might be better. But he needs to be at least 3. And I might take him up to 4 if I get a gem or something. Because if he's going to be hanging with the big dogs, he's got to be at least 1 level, one rank off. Woohoo! There we go. That opening wasn't bad. Hopefully I can do as well. Yeah, I was very happy with that opening. I was very, very happy with it. And I've got another opening coming up. I have one featured 5-star champion crystal already purchased. So, and I have one basic that I can open. Oh yeah. Feel it. Feel the pain. Yeah, see your invulnerability? It don't help you with that. Lovely. Those both were 80% 4-star, 20%. Okay. So I was super lucky. All right. I thought so. I thought I had read the odds. So yeah, very happy with that opening. I was super happy when Invisible Woman was pulled. New Yours was unawakened. Yeah, I couldn't even remember. I didn't even remember that she was unawakened. So yeah, not a bad opening. Loved it. Still dupes, but I'm awakening my champs, you know? So can't be mad. And with Invisible Woman, I already took her to rank 5. So that's perfect. I should send a message to Kabam. Hey, when you gonna put OG Iron Man in the arena? Oh man, I can't awaken that guy. Ricochet, what's up? Happy Friday. Oh man, you have my condolences too, Ricochet. I saw your name. Speaking of OG Iron Man, here, eat all that. Have a few more. Some more bleeds. Okay. You want to do that? Man. Couldn't take him out with that heal up. I keep getting lucky at the moment. Out of 10 premiums since last week, I pulled 7 4-stars, and at least 5 of them have been new. Enjoy it while you can. Honestly, right now, 4 stars for me are the equivalent of 5-star shards. Because I'm going to get a dupe, regardless. So, that's going to give me 5-star shards, and if they're max sig, more than likely the max sig crystal will give me 5-star shards again. So it's a nice source of 5 stars, 5-star shards. Hey, Squirrel Girl. Hello, hope you get over your cough soon. Clutch Turkey, yeah, it's. I think it's an allergy. I ran out of my allergy meds, so I got to get some more. But I did get some cough medicine, but idiot like me, I'm not taking it the way I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to be taking it regularly. I think I took it once today. So I need to get another dose in me. What's up, LordShaedow? What do you think of, Clairvoyant? I like her, and I want her. I want her as a 5-star. I took my 4-star to rank 5. See, not me. My IGN is... What is that? Oh, that wasn't you. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, somebody else had Ricochet. And I was like, ooh, Ricochet, no. Okay, well, glad to hear that then. No condolences for you. Yeah, man, you need to back up. Back up over here. Oh, no, you don't. What you trying to do? Say, yo, are you going for Aegon in the Dungeon Crystal? I kind of have to, Black Knight. Since I need Aegon for the Abyss, normally I would not. If it wasn't for the Abyss, I wouldn't. Because that crystal is most likely going to get me another dupe. If I remember correctly, that crystal, I think I have all the other champions in there except for Aegon. I think. I need to check it again. See, yeah, I think I'm at a period in the game where my 4 stars are filling out nicely, and duping a few of them now that I'll get more 5 stars, and they will fill out nicely too. Yep. That's why you'll often hear me say in my videos that I'm at the point where dupes are expected, although 21 dupes in a row is harsh. I do have quite a few 5-star champions, so it's not surprising that I get dupes, but man. Let's see. Does she need to be awakened? Wait, who? What's up, Doughboy? I got her at rank 5, 5-star. Are you talking about Clairvoyant, right? I don't remember. I don't remember if she needs to be awakened or not. I'd have to take another look at her. But yeah, I'm thinking no. That it's a nice to have, but no. But don't quote me on that. LordShaedow, what's up, Kano? How we doing, brother? The Kabam gods have not been good to me. My last pull's been horrible. Vulture, Kamala, Venompool, Cyclops, and I just 100% uncollected. It stopped on Hyperion, then skipped to Black Panther. Wow. So what did you do? You gotta tell the Kabam gods you're sorry for whatever it was you did. I can't apologize because they gave me some really good champs starting the year out with a 6-star Omega Red, and then they made me pay for that with 2 dupes. And then I spent units and got lucky again and got a 6-star. So who knows what my next 6-star opening is going to look like. Oh, I forgot. That was his special 2, not his special 1. Let's see. Yeah, Big Blue. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Kano says, so angry I only have 2-star, 2 cosmic 5 stars. But they will come. You will grow. All right, Anthony says she doesn't need to be awakened. So that's what I was leaning towards. I just cannot remember. So I didn't want to steer you wrong there. T. Smith, what's up, man? Hey, LordShaedow, late today, but I'm liking and lurking. All right. Appreciate that, brother. See, yeah, same here. Hold on. I'm going to open up that crystal and probably get Miles. Oh, get Miss Marvel Kamala Khan. Oh, man, when I first got her, I heard people, this is before, of course, Marvel movie version, but I heard people saying, you know, that she was pretty good, right? And at one time, you know, the damage she could deal was awesome, right? And so I got her, and I was confused because there's more than one Miss Marvel in the game. And the one that I had gotten at that time was Kamala. And it wasn't the one that everybody was talking about. And I thought it was, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna rank her up and I'm gonna level her up. I didn't even know at the time that there was another one. And then when I got the other one, I was like, what is this? I was like, are they the same? I started looking at them, looking at their stat, their abilities. I'm like, why would Kabam do this? See, I'm running a dungeon for fun with Nova. Ooh. See, I'm still having a hard time understanding the reasoning. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, yeah. I get off kilter with this guy. There we go. All right. Still having a hard time understanding the reasoning behind not wanting to set up a basic 5-star arena. I get it. The question that I have is whether or how much merit it actually has. That is, I don't have a problem understanding their reasoning, but I don't know if I agree. But they could be right. I'm not big on economics and big game picture type of a person. I'm a collector, so of course I want it so I can collect more 5-star champions. However, it is more work on their part. It's another arena. And it will introduce more 5-stars and not just introduce it at a random level because there's no RNG involved. You know, someone like me, for example, in the 5-star basic, my roster's about to grow big time, and they know that. And what they're saying is that that kind of thing, there is a balance that they have, and having that other arena will upset the balance. I have no problem understanding that. The arenas do that. My question is that such a bad thing? Is the balance that they want credible? That's my question. Visually, Nova is sick. Yes, he is. I do like his animations. Taurus, what's up, man? You going for Gambit? No, I'm not going for Gambit. I already have him. And even though he's not awakened, at the rate that I'm getting my 5-stars awakened, I'm not going to go for him. And besides, I need a little break. And I'm looking forward to a nice, relaxed grind this round and next round. What it do, Playboy? What's up, man? Yep, nice relaxed grinding, Big Sexy. How you doing today? Oh boy, we got the spiral of death. Let's see, it must have been when I started not buying the Odin packages like I used to recklessly. They want my money. Invested a couple hundreds. I guess going back to Odin shopping. Yeah, hey. You got to take care of your customers. The man Moses, what's up? Hello, hello. Man Falcon swooping in. What's going on? Pedro, I see you. All right. Let's grab you and you and you. What up, LordShaedow? 1 day down and 10.9 million in the 5-star arena. About to start my 4th round of 5 stars. You can see I took it easy. I honestly took it very easy. I didn't even do a round last night. Otherwise, my 4-star basic should have been done already by now. And we would be working on the 4-star featured at this point, but nah, I don't care. Wonder what the next event's gonna be. If it's another level up, I'm ready. Long shot will be going up. Especially if there's a mystic advancement. If not, I'm gonna try to get one of my 5 stars to rank 3. Don't know which one yet. It would be Masaki, just because of the domino rank up, and I want to keep him close in level to the other guys on the synergy team. But I would have to open up crystals to do that. I have 1 skill class catalyst. And I would definitely need to open it up. And I would get them, but then I would have a bunch of others in the overflow, I'm sure. But I might do that if I see that I can get enough resources to take 2 5 stars to rank 3. Then I might open those crystals up, because whichever one I get too much of, then I'll just rank 3 someone from that class as well. So we'll see. Big Sexy is chillaxing, but we'll probably end up getting enough to pull Gambit, but we will see. Yeah, if you don't have them, I would absolutely go for them. I remember somebody was really rude because I misremembered Gambit. I had gotten out of, I think, a login crystal, but I think I mentioned, misspoke, misremembered, whatever, and said something about one of those Cavalier. And I think it was Colossus was the only 5-star I got out of those Grandmaster crystals. I think Colossus was the one and only 5-star out of those. But I think I said Gambit. But he came out of, because they weren't even doing that when he started. It was like his login crystal or something like that. And it was the only 4-star that I had ever gotten out of those old login crystals. Because I always got 3 stars out of the older ones. So you don't want to upset the balance, but releasing Cavalier crystals the way they did. You know why it's okay, Anthony? When you grind arena, you're not spending anything. That basic is just like giving me champs. It's just like giving other people champs. We don't have to use anything. However, people spend a lot of money buying up units and getting those Cavalier crystals. See, they know where their money is made. See, okay, I understand where you're coming from, but if you look at it, you can open up hundreds of Cavalier crystals and pull 30 plus, 5 stars. And so how is that not imbalanced to the game? Because they make money there. That's the bottom line. They're a business. A business's purpose, the business goal, and I learned this in school, is to make money, to be profitable. All right, looks like we're gonna have to cut that off, restart. But that is the purpose of the business. Now, you have some businesses that are run well. You have people that understand that in order to make money, they have to take care of their customers, their paying customers especially. And that's what they're doing. Makes very good business sense. They're not where they're at right now because they don't understand that. Trust me. They know exactly what they're doing. They give them a reason to spend a lot. Ooh, I was a little too late. You got that parry in on me. Yeah, Ultron can't do it, look like. Just beat you old school style. Okay. I agree with you, Lord. I don't think that it will upset their so-called balance if players can get the champs that way they want. It's not like the first 10 will be highly wanted champs anyway. Well, here's the thing about balance. Balance is somewhat of a relative term. Give you an example. If I were to tell you that there was one glass that had more water in it than the other glass, and I asked you to put them in balance, most likely you are going to make them equal. And that is your idea of balance. However, that is not the only balance. That's just one that everybody is familiar with. And most people can agree that that is in perfect balance. They would even say that. This is perfectly balanced, meaning they are the same or they're equivalent. But especially in games that we play, that is not the kind of balance that's desired. And you're not going to find most games that are complicated. They're not going to be balanced that way. So you've got some that say, okay, for us to be balanced, we want, every champion to be able to do this and be able to do this. In an MMO, it was like a rock, paper, scissors. Every character should be able to dominate one other character. In other words, when those two fight, it's not balanced, it's not equal. One is going to get ripped apart if everything else is held equal. That is how some balance. But you have people that's like, no, we're not balanced, because they look at the characters. And they say, okay, well, this character is not balanced to this character, but that wasn't the intention. So they would have to explain their idea of balance. Remember, they have all the data, and they know how many champions each person has. They can just do a SQL query and pull up reports easily. And so if a 5-star basic arena starts putting in more 5 stars into the game, and they feel that the rate that 5 stars are coming into the game is right where it needs to be, then it would threaten their balance, if that makes sense. Their balance doesn't have to be everything equal. In fact, most of the time it's not. Their balance could also be around their profits. They've got people that are purchasing stuff, and if they're giving them a bunch of reasons not to purchase stuff, well, then that's not good. They're working against themselves. Woo! Victory! Let's see. Cavalier Crystals having 3 stars seems to be a waste. That's all about the gambling. You got to have the really low, and it actually feeds that adrenaline high when you get more. They know what they're doing. Believe me, they do. Most of us that don't really have a big gambling spirit, we were like, yeah, we don't need those 3 stars in there. But they're in there for a reason. Just be happy there's no 2 stars. All right. Go ahead. Rip it up. Heimdall. Phones, what's up, man? See, Cavaliers Crystals having 3 stars seem ridiculous. No, there's a reason. Well, you know I'm going for Gambit since I don't have him. Yep. Pick him up. Hoping to put up 30 million. That would be my max. Yeah, I don't know. So don't be mad if you put that up and you don't get him. There's a reason that I always go for champs second round. All right. Oh, I know the reason's just saying it's not balanced. There's the player side of me and the side of me that understands the business. Yeah, exactly. Balance looks different depending on your perspective. As a customer, gamer, or as a business person, it looks different. Now, me personally, I would love to see a 5-star basic arena. Why? Because I want more 5-star champions to make grinding for those new champions even easier for me. But just think about what that will do. I will now be able to catch up very quickly in roster size to folks who have already gotten all of the champs or most of the champs, either by spending or whatever. Remember that people are spending to have an advantage, and you don't want to take away their incentive to spend, so you have to be very careful. But for those of us who aren't spending and don't have the big bad boy rosters like that, oh yeah, we want it, and they know we want it. Hey, Hyena, you're back. What's up? Oh, Wally, what's going on, Wally? How you doing, man? Good to see you always. Should be streaming tonight and this weekend. All right, you guys heard it. Check out Wally. He said he's going to be streaming tonight and this weekend, so definitely check him out. I'll try to check it out. Wally, if you go to my Discord server, there's a self-promotion channel that you can pop up your link. And if I'm not asleep, I'll try to pop in there. But no promises, but I would like to. I'd like to peek in and say what's up. Go ahead, Ant-Man. Tear it up. Oh, yeah, I knew he was going to fire that special 2 off. He had to. Diablo to rank 2. Hush your mouth. Perfectly balanced as everything should be. Yeah. The problem is balance is relative. So what one person thinks is perfectly balanced, another one says is unbalanced. All depends on your criteria for balance. I'll give you an idea. Take a game like Pac-Man. I know most of you are not so young that you don't remember Pac-Man, right? Was that perfectly balanced? Was Pac-Man perfectly balanced to those ghosts? As time went on, what happened? Didn't they start getting faster? So there was a speed difference, so they weren't perfectly balanced. And don't even worry about when he ate the pellets. So yeah, having a perfectly balanced game is not always ideal if your idea of perfectly balanced is to have everyone exactly the same. All right, Ricochet. Oh, you're on Twitch, Wally. Okay, I have a Twitch account too. Just you can still pop up the link, and I will try to check you out. Checking you out. Oh man, that brought back a memory when I was younger. On the block, we had these two. I had a crush on her, but one of my friends and her got together, and they were in their apartments, out the window. They both turned their radios on to the same station, something that we often did, had our own little surround sound, and they basically were singing to each other. And I don't even remember the song, but he had said something, and then she replied with that lyric, you know, 'cause I'm checking you out, or something like that. And of course, we were all like, ooh, you know, we were little kids. And that kind of thing thrilled us. I went back to visit her. I don't even know what she's doing nowadays, man. But she had, when I visited her, she had one kid, and we know it was his, but he claimed, and everybody knew better, that she had gotten raped. That was the best story that they could come up with. But there were too many holes in the story, and we already knew. Let's see. Looking forward to the future of the game. Too much increase of 5 stars means more 5-star dupes from crystals, means more 6 stars, and I don't think they want to be moving towards. Exactly, Anthony. That is exactly right. If you listen to the interview with Dave, that is what they said. The balance has to do with controlling the flow. I mean, you just think about it. So you have 2 glasses of water, right? Now, forget whether you think equal is balance. So say it is meant for one glass to be 30% more than the other glass. Okay? Now, you may not think that's balanced, but that's the balance that they want to maintain, right? So you have to be very careful how much water you put in either glass, especially since, to just follow with the analogy, pouring water into one glass affects the other as well. Meaning when you dupe your 5 stars, you get 6-star shards, which increases the rate the 6 stars comes in. So don't think that a 5-star basic arena would not bring out folks just farming it to get the dupes to get the 6-star shards so they could have more 6-star shards easier. Because that 5-star basic is going to have champs in it that people don't really want. And depending on how they handled it, it also means that you're going to be able to get whatever champion you want. Because they would do it most likely on the same, or on a cycle. And so we know you know, the basic champions were going to be coming around maybe so many months after they were in the featured. They become the basic like the other arenas, you know. So yeah, that's exactly right, Anthony. Say, yeah, bro, I'll hit you up online so I can get that Discord link. Okay, all right. It's in the description, Wally. The link to my Discord is in the description of this live stream and also in the description on all of my videos. So if you want to just grab it there, you can. But you can also hit me up online and I'll send it to you there too. RSP, what's up, man? Pac-Man. Yup. Miss Pac-Man too. Don't forget Pac-Man Jr. All right. LordShaedow, you cool? I posted for Ricochet. Wait, what? Did I miss something? So I know you changed it last night, Uncle Wally, but can't remember. Oh. Okay. Got you. Nice. I was 3rd YouTube sub and 3rd Twitch follower. See, different ratios staying balanced, i.e. 5%, 10%, 80%, not 50 and 50. Exactly, man, Falcon. Exactly. And that's the part that a lot of people don't understand. You know, when they say balance, you're not telling me anything. You got to tell me what you consider balanced. Is it 50-50? Is that balanced? 60-40? If you don't think 60-40 is balanced, then you're going to be really upset because the balance that most games adopt is not even across the board. There's no way. I haven't played a game yet where that's the case. At least not online computer games, that is. Not a one. So, thanks, bro. Looking forward to hanging out. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thanks, Ricochet. I forgot all about the command for Discord. And I'm the one that made it, I think. Or Momo did. All right, Ant-Man, what you got? Yep. I say, oops, upside your head. Oops, upside your head. See, oh yeah, I finally finished putting the levels into my Mysterio. 455, nice. I wouldn't mind getting a Mysterio. He's pretty cool. All right. Ooh, I gotta check, see if I have any more level 1 revives about to expire. I think I used up a bunch of them. I need to check them out again. That might be something that I do instead of using my energy up on beginner. Start going through more paths in 6.3. Oh, he's got that evade. I knew he was gonna do that. I knew he was gonna evade. That's why I'm gonna do that. Ooh, I hate when he has his evade up. Okay. We are still not sure where Pac-Man Jr. came from. I know, right? Well, hey. I used to watch the cartoon even. And here's something. My mom got Pac-Man fever one time. And she still has it. Although she hasn't played it in years. But I remember warning her. I said, Mama, don't be playing no Pac-Man. You're going to get Pac-Man fever. And she's like, no, I want to see what you play. Because I used to go to the arcade all the time and play Pac-Man. Later on, Miss Pac-Man. I played Dig Dug, Frogger. You know, all the old ones, Galaga. And she wanted to see what it was all about. She played it. And later on, she got it for the computer. And she played that thing every day. I said I knew it. And I remember I got an Atari 5200. And they had a Miss Pac-Man there. And I didn't like it because it wasn't quite the same. Different programming. But then later on, I discovered MAME. M-A-M-E. It's somewhat of an emulator. And this is when it was still new, because nowadays it's really robust. But you could download the original programming for thousands of games. And you could play it exactly. Everything that you remembered, any tricks that you remember doing, all of it works because it's the exact same programming that was in the arcade game. I had a lot of fun with games that I hadn't seen in years. Rygar, all kinds of stuff. I was having a ball. It's been a while, though. I got to clean up the YouTube a bit. Okay. All right. Let's keep going here. Finish you guys off. And then we can start on that basic. I don't care about balance. I just want fun. And that's just it. Sometimes having things a certain way is fun short term, but maybe not fun long term. And see, they're in it for the long haul, the longevity of the game. That's why they're very careful, but they messed up, in my opinion. Their stated goals, the what was it, the gifting event, that did exactly what they said they did not want to do. That gifting event should have also been based on your progression, because a lot of folks have had the game ruined for them. At least the early game. They may stay, but all of that early content where they would learn, you know, how to fight and all of this, they got a 6-star. They got a 6-star before they had a 5-star or even a 4-star in some cases. That's not good. It's not healthy for them. They'll have fun in the short term. That 6-star is going to go all the way through, but that's kind of boring. It's really boring. So they may not even stay. See, I'll be able to open a dungeon crystal in 2 days. I'm so nervous. Big Blue, did you watch Dave's, I know you did, interview? Did you hear that there are changes coming to dungeons? And Dave has seen them and is excited. And him being excited has made me excited. All right, Black Panther. Come on. Come on. Eat all that. Okay. Gonna be fun when I finally go into the Sabretooth fight in 6.1.1 with his heal block. Ooh. Hey, Blue, what you going for? Nice Timothy, which one? Dark Zodiac, what's up, man? Just popping in to say hi. What's up, man? Wait a minute. Hold up. Where are you? Let's see. Yeah, that's weird. Huh. All right. Well. Yeah, let me grab you like that. There, that's better. All right, what's up, Dark Zodiac? Hope everything is going well with you, my friend. For you guys that don't know, Dark Zodiac has his own channel. He's also a fellow content creator. So definitely go check him out. Let's see. Who do I want? You? I guess. Cat Marvel movie. She's the only 5-star I'm missing. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for the Aegon one, even though that crystal is horrible for me and will most likely result in a dupe, but it's a chance to get him, so I gotta go for it, you know? Well, when Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man love each other, I know, right? I mean, like, I'm fine using champs that might be a little underbalanced, like Crossbones. Oh, yeah. I just want a diverse roster. That's why I still took up Domino, even though I've got Corvus, I've got... Ooh, why'd I do that? I got Corvus, I've got Ghost. All right. Come on. Come on. Don't do it. Thank you. Kind of got myself in a little bit of trouble there. There we go. If he had fired off another special 3, or if he had fired off a special 3, that would have been it for me. Ooh, and Big Blue, I lost some 6-star points the other day. I wasn't happy. It was just one of those fights where he was not going to fire off his specials. Just was not going to do it. And I didn't have a champ that could handle that. And he took me out. I forgot who it was. But, ooh, I was not happy. I was like, man. And then I was like, I'm glad it happened now and not when I was going for a champion. See, champs that are OP get stale. Yeah, they do. Or they can take the enjoyment out of it. You don't really have that sense of achievement, but here's the thing. Not everybody gets that same joy. So if you're a certain type of player where you like to achieve things, then yeah, it's going to get stale because it's going to be too easy. I like acquiring stuff, so I'm going to still like uncollected mode is pretty easy for me now, but I do it every month. Diverse roster, all the more reason to rank 2 Diablo. Nah, he's good where he is. He is just fine. Perfectly balanced, right where he is. Somebody got to be the anchor. Come on, big boy. There we go. I'm not going to be doing dungeons till it's buffed, but that Ghost Crystal with Ghost and Ghost Rider is very tempting. Ghost Rider and Claire synergize well, and Ghost is Ghost. And yeah, see, I've got them already. But I think when Big Blue read off the champions that were in those crystals, there were 2 crystals that had at least 3 champions that I did not have in them. that I would have normally gone for. And the one that has Aegon in it, I think he's the only one that I don't have in that crystal. But hey, it's a chance to get him, so I got to do it. Boss Hog, what's up, man? See, I lost with my Diablo while getting streak. Yeah, I was working on the streak. That's when I lost it. I was sleepy and I didn't feel like, you know, using my 4 stars to get up to the safe zone. And that's what happens sometimes. They start acting up like that. GG to throw a special. Ooh, yeah. Slam, what's up, man? Yeah, perfectly balanced. He might be too OP at rank 2. Exactly, yeah. We'll just leave him at rank 1. We'll go with that. Mojo is next in the arena, right? I think so, Black Knight. That would be my understanding. And I don't even know if we're gonna... I think. Yeah. We might get him next arena. Huh. Get them kicks in. Both feet. See, Mojo kind of makes me curious. Yeah, he's an interesting one. He is an interesting one, actually. Don't know if he's gonna go high or not, but he's interesting. I hope he goes high, because I don't want to be bothered. But if he goes low, then I might have to be bothered. Mess up my nice, even arena teams. Anthony, you're going against the cause. Treason. Oh, man. Man, I'm going to end up with a much higher score than I really need in this arena now. But, oh well. I don't care. I'll probably end up with like 17, between 17 and 18 million, I'm thinking. Maybe more, because that's right, I got more 6 stars now. Huh. Yeah, I might end up at 18. 18 million just putting up my 6 stars for the rest of this. But it's all good. I've got all day tomorrow if I want to get the basic and the featured done. Whether I do the 3-star arena, I might. But that other arena, that's going to be for this Sunday. Gotta get them Deadpools. I might do a few rounds here and there, just so it's not too bad all in one sitting. You got all the new champions so far? Me? No. But all of my new champions for quite a while now have come from the arena. Went for dungeons push with my buddy. Hold on. I'll read you in a minute. Woo! Ooh. Woohoo! Catch that horn. All right. Went for dungeons push with my buddy to break our record, but it didn't go as we planned. Sometimes it be that way. So I'm sure you be all right. See, you got, okay, I read that one. Did you see Lag's solo 6.2 champion with Mojo? I heard about it, Hyena. But that would be a fight that I could see him doing. But that's not enough for me to go for him because I have Thing and Captain America Infinity War that can do that fight as well when I decide to go back in there, which will be sometime after I 100% 6.3, which I'm doing slowly. Stream is lagging. Uh-oh. It went back behind again. Darn it. All right, give it a second to catch up. All right, looks like it's caught up. Make sure you refresh or hit the live button. Tobias J, what's up, man? So you're not treason, that's just reverse psychology. Yeah, reverse psychology doesn't usually work for me. I have a high anti-manipulation field surrounding me. Mainly, I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna do anyway, regardless. Yeah, people are like, okay, I'll make you do what I want you to do. And then they'll wait till you're almost about to do something, and then they'll say, well, yeah, do this. Thinking maybe you'll try to stop doing it just not to prove them right. Yeah, that don't work with me. Like, I don't care what you're saying or what you're talking about. I'm gonna do whatever I was gonna do anyway. You can yap, yap, yap. Won't help. No, changing his name will not fix anything. It'll actually break things. Oh yeah, Kamala Khan, boom with the big fist. Now she's got Furies up. Look at that damage. Yo, Karate Mike did it first. The champ solo. Oh, okay. He messed it up, died in 3 fights in a row. So we had to quit at room 9. Oh, man. See, last grind for a champion was 2019, Crystal. I remember those. Come on. There we go. After that, haven't been interested in any champions so far. Fair enough. Waiting on Cable Man to figure out why my internet keeps dropping. Ew, I've been there, Tobias. Cool? Oh, I'm cool? Okay. Why am I cool, Boss Hog? Or what were you replied to? All right, let's grab you and you and you. But are you still anti-indoctrinate? Yeah, sure am. But yeah, when you mentioned waiting for the Cable Man, Tobias, that reminded me of something that happened to me. So get ready for a nice little story. I'll tell you about my internet woes. So this was many years ago, and I was about to embark for the first time, already was well into my adulthood, to get an apartment by myself. If you guys remember my story from before, why I never lived on my own, it's basically because my mom begged me to help her. We had a lot of folks living with us, and it was just her by herself. Dad passed away when I was 17, and she got overwhelmed a lot and had a lot of people, and she couldn't do it by herself. So this finally, at this point in time, I was actually moving out. My mom had gotten remarried, so didn't need me to take care of things. My grandmother had passed away. My nephew was living with his mother, my sister. And my other sister, Stiletto Green, she was in school. She was in college. And she was having some trouble in the dorm and finances and everything. And I decided to extend a invitation. Ooh. Okay. An invitation for her to stay with me while she finished up school. And then maybe after that, and she started working, you know, wherever she was going to work, she could either get her own apartment or she could stay and we could share or something like that. That was what I was thinking. But this is when I was going to first get it. And I extended that invitation. And the place where I was going to go that would have been great for me, no longer. So I started looking for a place that would be suitable for both of us. And I had a few criteria. And I had my sister help me look. One, I wanted it to have DirecTV. I love DirecTV. I had been with them for years and years, and not every apartment complex allowed it. So, one, had to have DirecTV support. Two, it needed to be close to my job, at least 20 to 30 minutes away from my job. And three, it needed to be very close to Marta. My sister doesn't drive. And I was very cautious when it came to car situation, because at that time my car had given up the ghost. I had had that car for a while and the engine just died and not even salvageable. And so I wanted to make sure that I could walk, you know, if I was gonna have to walk to the bus stop, I wanted it, you know, pretty close. So my sister found a place that she said met all the criteria. It did not. All right, so first thing, DirecTV. And by the way, I found out all of this the day I was gonna go sign. My fault, I was busy. I told you guys I was a workaholic. So I was working and I didn't take the time to go by and check. I relied on her completely, which I should not have done. So here I am ready to sign the lease and had never actually gone there myself. So I'm signing the lease. First thing I noticed was that if you look on a map, the bus stop is not that far. However, you cannot walk to the bus stop straight. So if I walked normally around to where the bus stop was, it would take me 10 minutes to walk, and I don't walk very slow. Not 10, I'm sorry, 15 minutes. It would take 10 minutes if I walked through the apartment complex that was right next to us. If I walked around it, it added 5 minutes to the journey. And that's, you know, going, coming, and then of course at work, going, coming. And so that was a pain. And we had a deadline because she had to be out of her apartment. And that's why we couldn't just go, okay, well, let's just go look for another place. We had basically waited too late and I didn't check. So while on paper, it looked like it was, you know, relatively close, it really wasn't. And then DirecTV, no, it did not allow DirecTV. And I'm like, what? And I'm looking at her and I'm like, that was one of the things on the list. How could you mess that up? Turns out the person she talked to was a temp. The manager who actually was the manager who we were talking to wasn't who she spoke to. And that guy apparently led her to believe that DirecTV was okay. It wasn't. So what ended up happening is I ended up having to get Comcast. Now, I have had no end of trouble with Comcast at this point. I hated them. I hated their customer service. I didn't want anything to do with them. But that's what was available. I was not happy. But I went with Comcast, both cable and internet. And now get this. Now, I'm already not liking them, right? This guy comes in to install the cable. And he was cool. He found out that the house, the apartment, wasn't wired for the cable. Other apartments were, but apparently the one we were in, for whatever reason, was not. Now, what he did, because he was like, I want you to have something. He actually took a cable and ran it outside along the ground to the box. And he said, I'll put in a ticket and you also, follow up so that they could do this properly, because it's gonna, cause problems when the weather, is bad and all of that stuff. And of course, it's prone to being, damaged and what have you. I never saw him again. I wish I could, but he was moving on to bigger and better things. I had at least 2 other people scheduled. They come in. They already had the information, or should have. They come in there, and they're like, oh, this place isn't wired for it. I'm like, yeah, I know. So you're not here to take care of that? Oh, no. I don't have any of the equipment or anything, but I'll write this down, and we've confirmed it and all that. I'm like, wow. Okay, fine. Scheduled another one. And by the way, these schedulings, weeks between scheduling, because they were just so backed up. Let me check the chat, make sure. Got all my 5 stars to level 3 or higher. Ooh, El Nino. That's where I want to be. All right, that was all of my 5 stars. So we're done with that arena, and now we can work on... I'm going to prep this arena here so that when... Let me see. Do I want to do that? No. Let's do the 4-star basic first. Get that one, because 2 rounds and I'm done. All right. Yep, we'll just do that. Just finish my initial clear of normal difficulty for insider points. Have all the other difficulties 100%. Yep. I got only beginner to go. Just completion for beginner. It's a good way to be. I could use an anti-manipulation field. It doesn't mean I can't be manipulated. I'm just highly resistant. I'm not immune. Just highly resistant. And it's a good way to get me away from you. If I know you're a manipulative person, you cannot be my friend. I'm not about that. I got serious issues with that. If I find out that someone, and now keep in mind, we all manipulate each other to some point. I'm not talking about, that kind of thing. Like, you could call it manipulation if somebody does something trying to make you smile, they can manipulate you into that. I'm not talking about that kind of manipulation. But I was never one to take dares even. I'm not giving somebody control over me like that. I definitely have control issues. Not giving up my control. No, sir. All right. You gonna throw it? You gonna throw that special too? Come on, man. Don't you want to throw it? You'll feel better. There you go. Now, didn't that feel better, man? Woo! Batter up! Come on. You going down, man. You know you're going down. Come on. Come on. Don't make me do it. 4. Let's see. Hey, Shadow, what's up? Hey, Ghost Dog. Woo woo. What's up, man? How goes it? All right. So, more on the story. So, that person from Comcast came over and didn't do anything. So then, now what they said was that they just needed to confirm it because the guy who put the stuff in was just a contractor, a temp, you know? And so they needed a line technician or something like that to actually confirm it. So that's what this one did. So scheduled another appointment for a few more weeks. And then that one came in and he was like, oh man, I don't have the equipment to do this. And I'm sitting there like, why are they sending these guys out that are not able to do anything? If he doesn't have the equipment, what was in the work order? You know, I didn't say it, but I'm just like, it's ridiculous. So he came, didn't do anything. Now, here was the fun one. This guy comes out and wait, actually, I called and talked to them and they were like, okay, we can't do any work. Mind you, they already had one guy come out. The next guy that came out, I believe that was what happened. Because see, so many things happened because I remember being on the phone, but I think it was after the second guy came out. He didn't have the proper equipment. And he also told me that he couldn't do the work anyway, because I was like, well, why don't you just go get what you need and come back? But he needed a signed permission from the apartment manager. I'm like, okay. She's given the permission already, but all right. So I got a form and everything, gave it to her. He was already long gone. Had to wait another few weeks. Now, this next one that came out, after the second one, I had called to confirm about the permission and everything. So I was ready. Had this letter, right? This guy actually said that he couldn't do the work because the letter needed to be signed like in his presence. Which is, by the way, BS. Not true. He just did not want to do the work. It seemed like nobody wanted to do that work. And I mean, it was a big job. You know, the place was not wired for it. And we actually were right next to the office. So I'm like, okay, well, I can bring her over right now. He's like, no, it needed to be done, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, you know what? Okay, go ahead. Because I could see he didn't want to do the work. And something about me, once I know you don't want to do something, I don't want you to do it. Because chances are you're not going to do it well. If I had the first guy, that first guy knew how to work. He worked. But the rest of these, they didn't want to do nothing. And we were there for a year, about a year and a half. Never got it done. Never got it done. And I got another story or something else that happened again with Comcast. And this was kind of funny. It was partly my fault, partly their fault, I guess. But here's what happened. So paying my bills, I like to pay my bills online. I use online bill pay and I schedule it so I'm never late with my payments. It automatically gets taken out of my account. A check is sent or an electronic payment is made, whatever, depends on who it is. And I never have to worry about it. Okay? I had that for Comcast. So one day, I went to watch something because they turned the whole thing off. So suddenly I had no internet, no nothing. And I'm just like, what just happened? So I call them. And they're like, oh yeah, it was turned off for non-payment. I was like, what? I said, what are you talking about? I have never missed a payment. Like, well, it says here. I'm like, no. I looked and my check went out regularly, had been going out, and it's like, yeah, it says that you haven't been paying, and it had been like 3 months. And we sat there. I was, very polite. And I'm like, okay, well, I know the payment has gone out, and I mentioned that. And so I got somebody that actually was pretty good. And she was like, what's the account number that you put on the check? Because you always have to put the account number. So I read the account number to her, and she's like, oh, that's the problem. So she went looking. Sure enough, all the money that I had spent, I've been paying, was to the other account. That account was my account. But here's what happened. When I moved and had to get, the Comcast reinstalled, they are supposed to take your old modem and just, transfer everything. But that's not what the guy did. He basically set it up as if it was a new install, so it was a whole new account. He set me up with an entire new account, which he shouldn't have done. So the new account, they gave me 3 months, and they basically weren't getting any money from me, and they turned it off. But all of the money was in my original account, which was still open and accepting money. So she saw that, and she took care, and she's like, okay. And they always do this, like, over the weekend. And I'm like, can you send somebody out so that I can get back on? I had raids in World of Warcraft to do. And she was like, I'm sorry, the next one is not going to be for another 2 weeks. I'm like, wow. So I got to wait 2 weeks because of this. I'm like, okay. I hated Comcast. DirecTV, on the other hand, instant. They can do it over the phone. They can disconnect it over the phone, and they can turn it right back on. If they disconnected me, I could call them up and say, okay, how much do I need? Okay, here's my credit card, boom, and I would be up within the few minutes. I think nowadays it's much better. But at the time, no. Their customer service was the worst. Hated them. See, I'm late, but sounds like Comcast Xfinity service. Exactly. And I'm on it right now. The thing with Comcast was it was their customer service. When their internet was running, it ran, and it was good. It was only when you had problems. That's when it was really bad. But I'm on Comcast now because there's no choice. Just like how when I said I moved, You would think that I wouldn't get Comcast again. I had no choice. There was no one else available in that area that I moved. Now, I have moved to some places where I was able to get Bell South. But yeah, it was just Comcast. Now you've got Google Fiber around, and I don't even think it's available in my area yet. Would love it. See, all good, thanks. Okay. Let's see, it's Saturday. It is raining. It is beautiful. Oh yeah, I love the rain. Tell me, baby, can you stand the rain? Whew, that brought back some memories too. There was a young lady back in the day I met at a club, and that was our song. That was the song that we met. And my friends, man, they were no good nicks. Let me tell you. So I had no problem, dancing on the floor when it was like, fast song or something like that. If a girl was out there and she wasn't dancing with nobody, I'd go over, see if she wanted to. No problem, right? But the slow songs, I sat my butt down. And my friends would always leave me and go dance with, some girls or whatever. This is when I first moved out to Michigan. And so this song comes on, and one of my friends was staying there with me. Now, he's a guy that he was never by himself. But he was, hanging with me this one time. And I'm like, all right. I said, well, don't leave me. He said, nah, man, I don't really feel like dancing right now. So, I'll hang here with you. I'm like, all right. This girl comes over with her sister. And she goes, hey, you want to dance? He didn't even have the decency to hesitate. After telling me he didn't want to dance, he was not going to dance. As soon as she came over and asked him, he was like, yep, sure. And then I'm glaring at him because they both left their sister. We hadn't even been introduced. She was just left there with me. And I glared at him all the way. He would not look at me. And I'm like, I don't believe they did this. They set me up. And she's there, fidgeting, not saying anything, cute. So I'm just like, hello, how you doing? I was just like, they're rude, I know. And so I introduced myself, and she told me her name. I was like, would you like to, dance? And she's like, yeah, sure. So we go out there and we're dancing. And the way that we always did it, we always danced, me and my boys and whatever girls that we were dancing with, we always danced in close proximity so that we could have each other's back in case something went down. So I went right on over there where they were all dancing, glared again at my friend who abandoned me, and this time he was looking at me and just grinning. Punk. Anyway, so we're dancing and we're singing this song. And she didn't like dancing to anything but like these slow songs. So from that point on, after we kind of became a item, anytime a slow song came on, all slow songs were hers. But nothing else, because she didn't want to dance. One day at the club, her and her posse came marching over. Now, I had been dancing with a whole bunch of other folks because I likes to dance, right? So I was dancing with a whole bunch, and they walked over like I did something. And my friends, my good friends, danced away from me, left me there to face the wrath of about 4 girls. And one of them was like, why are you over here dancing with these girls? What about her? I thought y'all were, item. And I'm like, I'm looking at her. She's not saying a word. And I'm looking at her like, what is going on and why are they over here? And so they're asking me this, and I'm just like, well, I don't dance with her because she doesn't like to dance to anything other than the slow songs. Every time I ask her, she says no, so I stopped asking her. And they're like, and they look at her, and they're like, is that true? And she's, of course, like, well, kinda. See, they were championing her. Ugh, my throat is all kind of dry. I can't even pronounce words right. And they didn't really have the full story. And they apologized to me and everything. But I mean, they came over there like they were ready to whoop some butt, which they were. And I'm just, and while they're talking to me like this, I'm looking at her. I'm just like, you could have spoke up and told them this and saved them all this embarrassment, and me too. Because of course, everybody at the club is thinking, oh man, he done messed up now. They done caught him with another girl and blah, blah, blah. And here's her sister and her friends, her sister's friends, coming to take care of him and all that. Yeah. After that, I was actually pretty cool with all of them, because now they understood that it was her, not me. Because if she wanted to, all she would have had to do would have been to say, you know what? I want to dance to this song with you. And I'd have been like, okay. Because I told them that. I was like, I have never, ever said no to her when she wanted to dance. She just always wants to dance to the slow songs. And no matter where I was in the club, when the slow song came on, we were looking for each other. Always. But that was the song. That was always our song. She would even go up to the DJ and request it so that we could dance to it. And where did I learn how to slow dance? If you guys remember my story about the night that my girlfriend stood me up for the last time, and I went to that house party, the girls there, they had different styles even, and taught me, because I had never slow danced before that. So by the time I met her, I already knew. All right, let's see. Total BS, what if the manager lived in California? Mm-hmm. They are a mess. But yeah, that was definitely not true. And that's what I was told. I don't know if he got in trouble, but he clearly did not want to do that work. And I was just like, and the apartment manager, when I told her, she was mad because she'd called them too. She wanted that apartment fixed up as well. See, I knew it. Their customer service, top to bottom, is the worst. Yeah, it's horrible. I haven't had to deal with it recently, but yeah, I think they got a little bit better. I heard that they were making a turnaround because, yeah, at one time they were voted the worst. So on my second account, I have Mr. Sinister at rank 4, level 80. I'm starting to see his potential for AQ, but he does need to have a high SIG level. Yeah, he's underrated. Rogue is strong, but Mr. Sinister needs to win a few fights to show his strength just to get those early fights. Yeah. I actually don't mind Mr. Sinister, but, I'm not using him outside of Arena. That's it. So he's just standing here like this? Look at this. As soon as I tried to do anything, that's when he attacks. Hate that. Okay. All right. I caught up. But yeah, Comcast definitely was undisputed worst. Did not like them at all. But fortunately, even when I did have them, it was rare, honestly, that I had to deal with their customer service at all. So there's that. When things are running and things are good, they're really good. But when things were bad, that customer service was not about to help you all that much. Horrible. Oh, man. But eventually I did get back to my DirecTV and kept it for a while. Now I don't have anything because I'm looking to save some money, and there's a lot of alternatives, a lot of cheaper alternatives. There's this one for $20 a month, and there's more than one actually. But my aunt has one. I forgot which one she actually has. $20 a month, and she gets like all the channels and everything. And I remember there was some big to-do about them, because of course they were going to kill some of the other satellite companies and all that. But yeah, $20, and you got the movie channels and everything. And considering how much DirecTV cost a month, there's no way you would do that if you had this alternative. So I don't have DirecTV right now, and I'm unlikely to get them again. I'll just get one of the alternatives, $20 a month, and I'm good. But between Roku, you know, and streaming services like Funimation, VRV, Hulu, I haven't really missed not having satellite. And if I really want to get some of the like anime series, I could go on Kiss Anime, download it. I wish there was an easier way to do it, but it's all good. Need to upgrade my Roku too one of these days. I've had this Roku for a very long time. It's like one of the first generation Rokus. Still working though. All right, Luke Cage. Eat all that. I use my second account to do things I haven't done on my main account. Yeah, I have a second account. And I don't even log into it these days. For the gifting event, I logged in and sent myself some extra gifts. Yeah. All right. Let's see who's sending me messages. Aha. Girl that I think I mentioned to you guys. We used to work together. The one that I like. She just sent me a couple of messages. She's at a new job now, and I was telling her, hey, you got to tell me, you know, all about the new job. What you doing? You know, what's going on? And she's like, she's still in the learning phase, and I'll read the rest of her message after I get off the stream. But I'm happy that she's got something. I know she was a bit worried about that. She had low self-esteem. She did not go to college. She went to DeVry, I believe. And she always felt that made her inferior, an inferior programmer. And I'm like, no. She was just fine. When I first got there, I remember she helped me with a problem I was having. I was losing it because I was trying to impress, but I was learning this new platform and I got stuck. And she had a really simple solution, help me out. So I always had high respect for her. So I'm very happy because she was not going to leave that company because of that. She's like, they gave her a job. It was the first job. I believe it's the first and only job she'd ever had. And by that time, I had had a few contract jobs and I think 3 jobs before that one. I'd worked for 3 different companies. 2 of them big corporations, and one of them a smaller company or division. And I remember she telling me that she was like, oh no, she's like, I'm not gonna quit. They're gonna have to fire me out of here. Well, they didn't fire her, but they made things so distasteful to her that she started looking. She wouldn't even tell me. There was an incident where she was just cussing them out, to me, not to them, calling them everything, man. And I'm just like, well, what happened? What happened? She goes, it was just stupid. She's like, I don't want to talk about it. It's just stupid. I was like, okay, all right. I mean, she had been with that company far longer. I worked for them for 7 years. She had worked for them before I got there. I got there in 2005, 2006, something like that. She had already been working there for them, I think, for a year or so. And she, up until last month, I believe, or earlier this month, she still was working there. So whatever they did, they got bought out by another company, and she said when that happened, everything changed. So more than likely, the people are enforcing different rules and climate, and that job was very laid back. And when I say laid back, there was no dress code. Obviously, you couldn't come in there, in certain attire, but no real dress code. The manager had on bunny slippers when I came in for an interview. And of course, I was dressed in a suit. That's how I always went to interviews. But everybody there was in shorts, t-shirts, and like I said, she was in pajamas and slippers. Very comfortable. And I'm like, wow, okay. Alrighty then. I had never worked for any place that was that laid back. Even on casual Fridays at the other places, their idea of casual Fridays meant you could wear sneakers, tennis shoes, and jeans. It didn't have to be business casual, but there was still a dress code for casual Fridays. Most of what you couldn't wear shorts, for example, even on casual Friday. Wasn't all that casual. And I have a feeling that when the other company bought them over, they did a makeover of their image as well. And most of the people that I know, that I worked with are gone. I think she might be the last one. When I left, there was a team I was on. Everyone on that team is gone. But, oh well. Caught you good in your head. All right, so what's everybody up to? How's everybody doing on this fine Friday? And do you guys have any plans for the weekend? Other than grinding arena, because I know everybody likes to grind arena. So what is everybody planning to do this weekend? Other than grinding the arena. Because that's what I'm planning on doing mostly. I'm up to patiently waiting for your face reveal. Boostache, what's up, man? Yeah, it's coming. Got to get the equipment that I want. Maybe I'll start because I didn't want to start up a new fund for anything, especially after I got such a generous donation from Apex Predator and from several others. And I wanted to see how this guy was gonna turn out, because if I could get, you know, a steady income, then I would just get the things myself and tell you guys, okay, well, I'm making this, and so I'll have it by this amount of time because I'll be able to budget it. But he doesn't seem to be too hurried. I don't know, but he is still wanting to help me out and everything. But we haven't spoken in about a month or so. So probably for starting next week, I will set something up and start working on getting that and start saving for the face reveal components. Next time YouTube sends me money, I will save that for it as well. Need a webcam, need a green screen, and I'd also like to get those pads for this chair arm, but that's not necessary. Just the green screen and the webcam. I already have the ones that I want too. Apex Predator himself told me about the one that he said seems to be the most popular, and sure enough, it is. I checked the reviews on it and everything. I forgot which model, it is. I put it in my Amazon, not wish list, but the checkout, and I think it's still there. But definitely this year, Mustache, definitely this year. So LordShaedow, you don't have to take your clothes off to have fun. Oh, El Nino, do you really remember Jermaine Stewart? Is that really what you just did? Did you really just go to Jermaine Stewart? The guy that I was sitting there for a while trying to figure out, wait, is that a guy or a girl? But yeah, you don't have to take your clothes off to have a good time. Oh no, we can dance and party all night and drink some cherry wine. Uh-huh. And I remember he sang a tribute. Was it Still a Thrill? What was her name? I forgot now. Man, it's been a while. But yeah, he passed away, if I remember correctly, pretty young, I thought. But yeah, El Nino, you just brought back a whole bunch of memories. Oh man, back then, I used to collect music videos on VHS tape. I would watch MTV, BET, anybody that had music videos. And I had a bunch of them. And I would pull them out every once in a while to watch stuff. And of course, you know, with a VHS tape, if you didn't know where a song was, you weren't going to be able to get it. So what I did, I created my own index. I had 6 hours, sometimes 8, depending on the speed that I was recording at, worth of videos. And then I went through each one and marked where every song was. And if I wanted to get one, I had to make sure it was rewound, and then I would fast forward right to that time mark, man. It was something. But what I found out was that even if I didn't play it back a lot, they erode over time. The quality starts going down. And if you record it at a non-standard speed, then you had to stick with that brand of VCR rather. Because if you didn't, it often did not look good. And when I moved down to Georgia, I had my collection. And I'm like, all right, I want to, maybe get some of these songs that I can't, that eroded on my VHS. And I wanted to get a capture device so I could digitize them. And then I said, wait a minute. Instead of getting a video capture card to grab it, which I eventually did, and didn't get software that could remove snow properly, because that's what was happening to the videos. The quality was just bad. I'm like, why don't I write BET and see if they'll supply me with the videos? Yeah, no, they weren't gonna do that, because I had a lot. I had easily hundreds and hundreds of possibly thousands of videos, and some of them were repeated because I'd record one and then maybe I would see a longer version of it and I'd be like, ooh, okay, I want that one. And I had 2 VCRs, and so when I knew that music videos would be coming on, I would just let it record, and then I would come home from school or whatever, watch them, and any one that I liked, I would copy that one over to the other VCR. But now, and this is all before YouTube or anything, now any video that I had is on YouTube. I even went for one that back in the day I only saw played once on BET. And remember, I recorded all the time. I only saw this video once. I looked it up on YouTube and boom, it was right there. I was like, wow, no need to have that collection anymore. Just one of the things I used to collect. I also had, comics and baseball cards and some other kind of cards. I still have Star Wars cards. I had Garbage Pail Kid cards, stickers, but my sister destroyed it. She still to this day refuses to admit it, but I had already busted her, so I know for a fact. But she won't admit it, because what she did, she went into my collection, grabbed those out, and took them to school. And she used them as stickers, because that's what they were. I was collecting them, but she took them out, stuck them on all kind of stuff. And I had 2 complete sets of them, and I put them away. And of course, I don't go back and keep looking at them because they were collector. And I came down here, and the dream of a collector is to find somebody that's willing to pay big bucks, more than you paid for your collection. So you bought them cheap, and somebody is willing to pay you maybe 5 or 6 times the amount. So that was a great investment, right? And that's what happened. Somebody they were putting out a request, and they were willing to pay, I think it was close to $1,000 for one complete set of Garbage Pail Kid stickers. And remember, I had 2. I went, ooh, I'm about to rake it in, because that's what I was waiting for. I went looking for them, could not find them at all. Now, I remember the day that I saw her with all of those, and she told me, oh, no, these are mine. These are, I got these myself. Mine were completely gone. And keep in mind, I had them in plastic protective containers and in a little book. All of it was gone. And it wasn't like I brought them out. And there she was. She ain't have no money of her own. So unless my mom bought her a whole bunch of them, that's where mine went. And we found her stash before, because she always took our stuff. And when I accused her of it later, you know what she does? She'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Which lets me know she knows exactly what I was talking about. Whoops. Little sisters indeed. All right. See, Shadow was around when they only used Morse code to send messages long distances. Yeah, man. I actually had something that tried to teach you Morse code. It was hilarious. It was like one of them little kits, electronic kits or something like that, and you could create it, and it would make the little beeps. It was really fun, but I had no idea what I was doing. What up, LordShaedow? Ouch. Family slap. What's up, Sam? Hello from Russia. What is up, man? Becker? Is that how I say it? I'm not going to say Becker. Is it Becker? Since you said from Russia? I'm not sure if I said that right, but hello, hello. And shout out to Russia. That always gets me, that I've got people watching me from all over the world. And I got this Spider-Man beating me. Now he's asleep. Oh, man. But never, of course, they can't be found. Now, mind you, I had all my other cards still there. Only the Garbage Pail Kids were missing. And those are the only ones that I saw her have on her bag and everything. And she had a whole bunch that I hadn't even seen at the time. And I remember when I saw that, I kind of wondered where she got all of those. But I never thought she had gone into my closet and raided me, basically. Because like I said, I didn't take them out. And I had this big box where I had all of them. So it's not like, oh, I just misplaced them somewhere. No. They were in the same box with a lot of my other collectibles, my other cards and everything. I have some Boris cards. He's an artist that does some pretty interesting paintings, but his paintings used to go for a lot. And so I'm like, yeah, let me collect some of these and maybe somebody will want, these. So it wasn't like I could have just misplaced them somewhere. Oh, no. All right. So 2.5 hours. Ends, are you here? Are you still on the stream? If not, I'll just hit him up later. Because since I'm not going for a champion, I don't use my 440s. No reason to do that. Instead, that's how I take a little break. All right. Let's keep on going here. Man, El Nino, now I got that song in my head. I'm mad that she can evade out of my heavy and still put that shock on me. That is just messed up. But all of them can do it. Starkey can do it too. Evade right out of the middle of your heavy. Yeah, buddy. What? Here, have a little of this. You going down. Itins isn't a true fan. Well, he got to work. I'll probably hit him up later. I don't think we did our dungeon run this time. All right. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah. I'll mess with those a little bit later. All right, guys. That is going to do it for today. Thank you all for hanging out. Let me see. Is anybody still streaming? Let me see if I got anybody on my thing. Nope. It's not showing me anybody. Chris LaFleur was live, it says 3 hours ago. But yeah, I don't see anybody streaming right now. So I'm going to take off, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. Take care. I'll be back on Monday. Same bat time, same bat channel. But take care. Hope everybody has a great weekend, a very blessed weekend, and hope you all have a blessed day.